Hjertelig velkommen tilbake, kjære internett, til enda en episode av Karl spiller det ekstremt merkelige spillet The Stanley Parable.
Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Indeed. Men jeg tenkte i dag så kan vi ta noen flere slutter i dette spillet. Du kommer ikke til å skjønne så mye hvis ikke du har sett de 2 første episodene av den serien her, så det bare nevner det.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Da er spørsmålet, hva skal vi gjøre nå? Nå har vi prøvd å gå den veien, vi har prøvd å gå den veien. Vi har prøvd å gå noe annet, vi har prøvd å gjøre noe annet der. Vi har ikke prøvd å gjøre så mye annet der. Vi tar noen flere her, før vi går videre. Så ser vi hva som skjer da, hvordan det går. Skal vi se, det er møterommet. Whatever, jeg gidder ikke høre på deg. Hørt på deg før.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might come into a staircase.
Var det noe mer der? Eller nei, det tror jeg ikke. Vi har prøvd å gå der, prøvd å gå dit. Men vi har ikke prøvd å gå bort den veien. Det har vi ikke prøvd. Executive bathroom. Hei. Oi. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Ja, greit. Så bra. Her var det ingenting, visstnok. Han reagerte ikke engang på at vi gikk inn her. Oi, jeg kan ikke se meg selv i speilet. Er det et hint om et eller annet? Er Stanley et spøkelse? Nei, han er ikke et spøkelse. Men, hva med her? Her har det ikke vært. Er det en panda? Det er en panda som har pistol på seg. Og et chips. Greit! Det var ikke noe koselig i det hele tatt. Hva står det for noe? Business strategy. Åh, det er akkurat pandaen. Vi tar heisen, det gjør vi. Bye bye. Jeg gidder ikke å være i dette spillet her mer. Vi tar heisen hjem. Ah. Oi. Visket de navnet mitt? Er det fortelleren som synger? Det var perfekt lounge-musikk. Veldig bra. Uh-oh. Hva skjer nå? Er vi... Seriøst? Leda det ikke noen vei? Har vi tatt en heis til ingenting? Det var jo veldig unødvendig da. Greit, da går vi videre.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Riktig.
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Nope.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oi. Relaxing. Yeah. The sound of the waves. Just relax.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yeah. Nice. Ok, her har vi vært før, men vi har ikke utforsket alle kriker og kroker. Så det skal vi nå gjøre. Skal vi se her. Skal vi inn i heisen. Det er litt sånn skumle, rare heisen. Var det bare meg, eller sa han andre ting? Jeg tror han sa andre ting i forhold til første gangen jeg var her. Det er i så fall litt fancy. At dialogen oppdaterer seg for hver gang du runder spillet. Kanskje ikke hver gang, men i hvert fall andre gang du går gjennom en ting. Det er litt kult.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Ok, nå kan jeg gå inn der, eller jeg kan ta escape, det har jeg ikke prøvd. Men det er vel en knapp der inne også, som jeg ikke har prøvd å trykke på. Fordi du kan trykke på 2 knapper. Du kan slå på Mind Control i stedet for å slå den av. Kanskje jeg skal prøve det først, og så går jeg her og tar den etterpå. Det gjør vi. Da prøver vi. The moment of truth trykker vi på on i stedet for off.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
By turning it on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yes.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself, is that... Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
This is
I'm
my
afraid
story.
You don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Shit.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? Oh, I'm in a good mood.
Altså, jeg trykket på feil knapp. Du trenger ikke å sprenge hele bygningen bare for det jeg gjorde. Altså, seriøst.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Du ikke en koselig forteller i det hele tatt.
Sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
You do that.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Dette ikke noe koselig.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to strike. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces.
Shit.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
You
and believe
bastard.
me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever up.
Oh. Det var en lykkelig slutt. Det var koselig. Han fortelleren, altså, jeg har lyst til å slå han. Jeg har litt lyst til å bare... Jeg har lyst til å være fortelleren. Så kan jeg putte fortelleren i fortellingen, og så kan jeg få fortelleren til å gjøre ting. Fuck fortelleren. Vi prøver tar en ending til.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ok, da tar jeg bare og skipper her, sånn at vi kommer oss til der vi var, sånn at dere slipper å se alt en gang til.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Ja, det er kult. Dette er definitivt oppdatert for hver gang. Det er kult. Nå koser jeg meg. Ok, ned i heisen. Kjempers. Da gjenstår det at du går inn den veien vi så i sted, som heter, hvor det sto Escape. Da prøver vi på det. Da er vi fremme, vil jeg tro. Bare å fise seg forbi her. Og
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Fuck off! We're not doing that this time. We're going to escape. Fuck off. Fuck you. So,
although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Dette liker jeg ikke.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope. Tror ikke noe på det.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oi. 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 Dette var kanskje ikke så smart. Tok jeg selvmord? Døde jeg? Oi. Jeg landet i en ting.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was a forgotten loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Vil ikke! Dette er ikke noe koselig. Jeg vil ikke! Oi.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oi, neimen. Neimen. Det skjedde ikke. Den snille damefortelleren gjorde noe annet. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What indeed? Oi.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Det spillet her er så trippy, og det er så genialt, at jeg blir litt sånn målløs. Vet ikke hva jeg skal si engang, jeg digger det. I love this shit so much, Lism. Credits. The Office. Maintenance Room. Her er liksom, det er bilder fra alt. Stort, hvitt rom. Dette er Castle Oblivion. Den referansen skjønner bare noen få av de som ser på. Tron. Det så veldig ut som Tron. Oi. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators. More Stanley, less Stanley. for me? The point of a Stanley Parable HD remix is to win. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. Hi. I am Anthony Elias, business broker. Please partner with me in a very rewarding business venture. Details will be sent to you if you are interested. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What's the difference between a duck? Flott! Flott! Dette spillet her har rett og slett bare kokt hjernen min nå. Jeg aner ikke hva jeg skal. See? Sincerely art. It would be most welcome. What is this strange number? Could you tell me what the significance of the number 1112800 is? No. I cannot. Please, I would like to keep this proposal as top secret. At least if you are not interested, and get back to me if you are interested. For the details with regard to the transfer of 24,005,100... Stanley Parable Infinite Quests. How many endings? Stanley Parable is really going to let me go shopping. I hope it will have a fine selection of desert boots. Cameron. Jeg har lyst til å egentlig bare stå her og lese, men... Nei, da, nå gikk den rundt. Nei, greit. Det er greit. Den gikk sikkert ikke rundt, den sikkert bare fucker med meg for at jeg skal tro at den gikk rundt, og så er det egentlig mye mer. For det er sånn typisk Stanley Parable. Oi. The apartment timer. Oi. Wow. Altså, jeg føler at jeg har dødd, og dette her er på en måte himmelen. Dette her er backstage på livet. Eller noe sånt. Jeg føler at liksom dette her, når du dør så kommer du hit, og så ser du at hele livet ditt har bare vært staged. Alt er bare sånn her, alt er bare ressurser som har blitt brukt, plassert rundt. Og livet ditt er bare en løgn. Ingenting var ekte. There's no point to anything in life. What doth life? Nei, hvor skal vi? Hvor har jeg ikke gått? Der har jeg gått. Det er vel en utgang her, er det ikke det? Det må være det. Et eller annet sted. Her, kanskje? 427. Det er mange... Oi! Det er veldig mange rom 427. Det skal være en utgang, tror jeg. Jeg kan ikke huske å ha sett eller spilt dette her før, men jeg tror det er en utgang. Der! Eller? Var det dit jeg kom fra? Nei, vi går ut her.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Indeed.
How they both wish to be free.
Snakker du om meg og fortelleren, eller om meg og Stanley? Ja.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Really?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice.
Oh God.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Oh. Jesus. Gud. Dette spillet blir bare mer og mer koselig. Hva nå? Hva nå? Er det ikke mer? Skjer det ikke noe mer? Hallo? Hallo? Forteller? Stanley Parable? Hallo?
Subscribe.